Hey my friends, welcome back to the channel. Kyle of Hollywood. I am Kyle. So today what we're gonna do is there's something, I have an update for you. So the Hollywood Center Hotel, which had been a super famous hotel, it's been in a lot of movies. It's had a lot of like ups and downs through its history, as you may or may not know. Basically, there was a big fire there, and I had covered it in another video, which I will put the link to after this one. So I'll put it in the description as well, so if you want to check out the history, the day of the fire, or it was actually right after the fire. But anyway, there was an update to this story of what's going to go, of what has happened since that fire. So we're going to go check out and see what the update is. But until then, I just wanted to take a little walk with you, go through Hollywood, show you some of the what's happening in the area, because there's a lot of stuff that's happening here that looks like, man, Hollywood is completely falling apart, you know, but there's a reason. So I'm gonna walk by it and show you that. But hey, before we get into all that, please do me a favor, click like on the channel, subscribe to the channel, so that you can always be a part of the up-to-date on what's happening around these parts. I'm an indie film maker, producer, an actor, do all the things, man about town, so you kind of get it all right here. Kyle of Hollywood, do the things. All right, thank you for being here. So where are we? Okay, so where we are is we're at the corner, we're beginning this journey at the corner of Highland and Fountain. And as we can see, that is the current events of gas prices. $5.69 for unleaded regular gasoline, $5.79 if you're paying with a credit card. So thank you for the people that have created the gas situation in America. Yeah, we know what I'm saying. So cool, get an EV, get an EV, circumvent the whole situation. All right, so we are gonna go across the street now. Across the street, this used to be an auto parts store, and Fat Sal's was here, and that place, I don't know why it burned down, but I do know that it burned down. So we're gonna get closer to that, and I'll show you the aftermath of that situation. This is right at the corner of Highland and Fountain. So let's cross the street. All right, so basically what they do, I'm sure they do this like in all cities, but when you have something that you want to cover up, you put a bunch of plywood in front of it so that you can't see that, oh my goodness, it's actually a burned out lot. So this is what's behind there. This used to be an auto parts and Fat Sal's, and there's a bunch of little mom and pop stuff in this little shopping center. And right now it is a nothing. So who knows what the progress on this is, or what's gonna happen to it. Hang on. That was the hang on part. So yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen to that, but sure, I could Google it. But what's the fun of Google it when I can just say I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that? I mean, because anybody could Google it. By the time you're finished watching this video, someone could have in the comments gone, oh yeah, I know exactly what's happening to that place, because they looked it up. I don't know. But anyway, so where are we? We are walking up Highland, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Sunset, and on Sunset there is a Chick-fil-A right across from a Raising Cane's. That's where the Battle of the Chickens takes place. More noise. That's where the Battle of the Chickens takes place. every night. When they close, I mean, nobody can see it, but once the sun goes down and the restaurants are closed, the chickens come out on Highland and they duke it out every night. Sometimes Raising Cane's wins, sometimes that other place wins. Yeah, it's the stuff that happens when the sun goes down that you don't see. We got to get cameras everywhere, people. We got to get the cameras everywhere. Okay, so where are we? We are at Highland and goodness, oh, DeLongpre. That's where we are. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's a little overcast. We'll take it. It's all right. It's been so hot here. It has been so hot. So I don't know if you've watched a couple of videos, but when I'm not editing or making YouTube videos, I'm doing gig work to keep the lights on. And I went into the valley yesterday and okay, it was 91 here in Hollywood. I'll do a video about this, like the comparison. I'll start. I will point at inside, you know, the display monitor in the car. There's the temperature of how hot it is. So, well, what happened yesterday? It was 91 here. By the time I landed in the valley, it was 104. So that is the temperature difference in just a few miles. You go like basically over a hill and you're in the valley, and like what happens in the valley is there's nowhere for the air or heat to go. It just sits there in between these mountain ranges, and it's like it just gets so freaking hot. It's crazy. So I was like, I did what I had to do there, and I was like, I gotta go. I gotta get back over the hill. And so it was like the car's cooling system was like, you know, just like keeping the batteries cool and all that. And yeah, it was too much. So anyway, it's gonna be like that for a few days, and then it's gonna cool down for a few days, thankfully, and then it goes back up into summertime. So I know it's hot everywhere, but I'm just telling you what it is here. So okay, so we're coming up on Highland and Sunset, and this is where the Chick-fil-A is, which they're actually doing some renovations on this place. I mean, I don't know why they would do that. You know, it was going along swimmingly, always busy, and then they're like, oh, let's close it down. Let's you know, do something. I don't know what they're doing, but let's see if we can see what they're doing. Yeah, they're just doing what they do. They're just renovating stuff. So construction today, chicken tomorrow. Okay. So, all right, so that's neither here nor there. Well, actually, it's here. And the Raising Cane's is over there. So that's there, and this is here. So this is here, and that's there. Neither here nor there. Anyway. So, where we're going. Okay, and this is part of what I'm going to talk about on another video. But see this place here? That is a huge building. It's been closed for a while. And along with basically all of the buildings that are up there are also like shuttered. So it looks like what's going on in Hollywood, you know, like this, everything's falling apart, things are shuttered, you know, it looks like COVID, you know, all over again. So I mean, this place, the CVS, it's been closed for a while now. I got someone sneaking in there. See that? So yeah, so it's been closed for a while now, and this is all by design. So it's like there's a huge project that they're going to be doing around multiple blocks here in Hollywood, and it's going to be over several years. in the making. So, but I'm going to do a whole video about that, explaining what it is. But yeah, so it's like, if you don't know, you don't know, and you're just like, oh man, what's going on, you know? So yeah, but we'll get into it. So the reason, last time we were here, this is where the Hollywood Center Motel was, and last time we were here, it was like it had just burned, and it was yeah, just a big mess, a bunch of burned buildings. And this is the update. It's all gone. It's all gone. All of the history, the stories, the movie locations, it's all gone. It's pretty crazy. And right back over there, through that fence right there, which is also a lot, was where the Hollywood Playhouse used to be, and that also burned down. This was like a couple of years ago, but I was there that day too. So I have a couple of links to make, so I'm going to put the links to both of those. Oh, you know what, they will be, I'll put them like in the end caps of this video. So if you want to just go ahead and go to the end, you click on that, and you can see what that video is. So I'll put those two both in there. But yeah, so this is at the corner of Sunset and Las Palmas. This is right by the Los Angeles Recording School, and this is where the Hollywood Playhouse was. So basically, it's not going to be a surprise what you're going to see here, because it looks just like the Hollywood Center Motel, which is now just this. It's just a lot. So there was a bunch of homeless people that would like sneak into the Hollywood. No, they would come through this lot, through that fence right there, into the Hollywood Center Motel, where all the buildings were. And so, you know, hang out, do their thing, place to stay, camp out, do whatever they do. But yeah, so yeah, it's crazy. And also across the street there's another empty lot, so you can see that right up here, that's also just a lot now. So yeah, so basically, I don't know what's going to happen to this building here, but this used to be the LA Weekly building, which is closed. So yeah, so you can see what's going on. Like in this whole like blocks, things are closing, getting shuttered. So there's a big reason for that. Some huge, I'd have to look it all up because I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. It's going to be a multi-year project of bringing some huge project to life. And this happened, I used to live over on the east side, and there used to be a Food for Less and a Carl's Jr. like in this big parking lot. And then one day, like, the Carl's Jr. closed. And I was like, what? Why? It was always busy, you know, and the Food for Less was always busy. And then that eventually closed, and I was like, what is happening? So basically, I think this is my guess, that when there's a big real estate purchase or something, eventually what they do is, like, one by one, each of the places, the businesses, when their lease is up, the landlords don't renew the leases. So however long that process takes could be how long that it takes to start the development of something. So, and I don't know, you know, what the laws are really, but But yeah, so basically if the ground gets bought up from under you, then I guess it's up to the new owner of that ground what happens. So once your lease is up, you're out, and the next big boxy stupid apartment building is going to be there. So that's what's happened a lot here. So anyway, yeah, just to give you some history on what's up. So yeah, so we're just walking down Las Palmas, and yeah, it's a lovely day. So I'm really looking forward to like finding out more of what that project is. So I'll be doing a deep dive and make like a real video about it instead of a speculation, you know. But because I was just wondering, you know, what's going on with all these buildings that are just being shuttered. It's like, you know, looks like back in the day, you know, back in those other days of that word that we're not allowed to say on YouTube. So yeah, I already said it earlier, didn't I? Yeah, but maybe I will beep that one out or make that one go silent, and then you don't hear the word, but you're like, hey, he said something. What was that word that he bleeped out, silenced out? Yeah, it's like during the times, you know, back in the day when everybody was, you know, and people were, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know you know what I'm saying. So let's go this way. So we're gonna go this way, not down Highland, because it's so freaking loud. So yeah, so I have been living in Hollywood in different places for a long time. So I made during the whole during that time that I was just talking about, you know, there was tents everywhere. So I made a little documentary about it called Tent City Hollywood. And you know what? That's another one. All right. So at the end of this video, I'm gonna have 3 links that you can go and you can see. Hey, whoa. Okay, everybody just calm down. Did you see me trip? I didn't see me trip. All right, we're just gonna keep walking. Nothing happened. Okay, so I'm gonna make 3 Triglazer. That's how they knew that you weren't actually German. Triglazer. Anyway, so that's from a movie. If you know what that movie is, then you're a movie fan. I like movie fans. I like movies. Movies are cool. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the 3 videos at the end of this. I think I can do 3 videos. Damn it. I might only be able to do 2 videos, but if I can do 3 videos at the end, then I'm gonna do 3 videos. One of them, Tent City Hollywood. One of them is about the Hollywood Center Hotel, and one of them is about the Hollywood Theater that burned down. Whew. Okay. Hey, click like. Just take a second. Just take a second. I'll walk with you while we're doing it. You know, you just swipe down, and then the little icons will come up, and then you can choose like what you want to do. Put this in your favorites, or subscribe to the channel, or join the channel, or click a thumbs up, or click a thumbs down. You know, hopefully you click a thumbs up. That'd be great. Even if you don't like it, just click a thumbs up. That'd be super cool. And yeah, so okay, thank you for joining me. Do the things, and I will see you on the next video.